$402,799,000 passive revenue in 3 weeks. Gosh, that was a mouthful. But what? So the past few weeks have been pretty crazy. We launched a new offer for Elle Synergy, which is the Instagram Business Academy, and this resulted in a 6-figure launch for Elle Synergy. And yes, I said revenue at the start, which I know is not the same as profit. The thing is, our expenses for Elle Synergy are actually quite low, so our profit is actually not that different from our revenue. To be completely transparent, our profit is $395,000. So again, as you can hear, we have quite a lean structure at Elle Synergy. That's mainly because we're not doing any paid advertisements so far, and we were able to grow all of this organically just with the power of Instagram. So yes, I know it sounds pretty insane, but if you're wondering how I got to this point and how it all went down, then keep on watching. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Laura, an Instagram and marketing expert. I help service businesses build and scale their business with the power of Instagram. So if that's you, don't forget to hit subscribe, but also hit the bell so you can stay tuned for the latest tips and tricks to scale your business. So in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through our latest launch for the Instagram Business Academy, but especially I'm gonna share my best tips and tricks with you to make sure that you know how to build and scale your business as well. So first, quick background info. My business is called Elle Synergy, and Elle Synergy is basically a partnership between Ginny Fears and myself. We connected back in April 2020 when we were both on furlough from our corporate jobs, and as we were on furlough and wanted to keep ourselves busy, we both each started our separate coaching businesses. We scaled our coaching business actually rather quickly. We were able to hit 10K months within 5 months, and on top of that, we grew quite a big Instagram audience. So yes, we were able to quit our corporate jobs quickly, scale our business quickly, and we're able to go into full-time entrepreneurship. If you want to know what it was like to quit corporate and go full-time into entrepreneurship, I actually do have a video on this, so feel free to check it out here. Okay, so we were both scaling our coaching businesses, but then in October 2020, we decided to join forces and we created Elle Synergy. Elle Synergy is quite a young business, but it's a business that was able to scale to 6 figures within only 3 months. And now Ginny and I focus entirely on Elle Synergy, which is a passive revenue business, so we stopped working on a one-on-one and a group coaching level. And so now the latest launch was the Instagram Business Academy, or IBA, and this launch brought in $402,799 in passive revenue in only 3 weeks time, and that's all organically with the power of Instagram. Okay, thing is, I don't like going all stereotypical business coach on you and sell you a 6-figure dream, because honestly, scaling our business to 6 figures was hard work. However, there are certain learnings that brought me to this point that I really want to share with you to help you also scale your business. So it doesn't happen overnight, but here are 4 lessons to help you out. So the first lesson I want to share with you is you need to test and optimize before launching digital products such as an online course. Truth is that it actually took us 9 months to come up with IBA. That's working with over 50 entrepreneurs, 4 different versions of our online course, and all of that based on latest feedback and learnings from working with these people and forever updating. Look, I get it. I know we all want to make money in our sleep and that passive revenue dream is very real. However, in order to get to that level, you're really gonna have to test your offer to make sure that you can turn it into a digital product in the first place. The thing is, passive revenue is completely different than your personalized one-on-one services or even your group services. It's pretty simple. Your framework is gonna have to work for all kinds of different people that are maybe at different stages without you having to be in that whole process. So it's all gonna be without you. You're not gonna be able to tailor it to specific people. So that is what makes an online course, for example, quite difficult to create, because it takes a lot of testing to know that it's actually gonna work for all these kind of different people. Our frameworks developed so much over the last 9 months of working with all these entrepreneurs. Genuinely, if I look back on what my framework was 9 months ago, it's literally almost a joke compared to what it is now. I've had so many learnings and I was able to update my framework accordingly. So yes, little background, we started with one-on-one coaching services, then we scaled to group coaching, and only then we moved to passive revenue such as an online course. I actually have an entire YouTube video explaining my journey from starting a coaching business from scratch and scaling to 10K months months and how I did that. It's extremely value packed, so feel free to check it out here. So yeah, making this much money in only 3 weeks sounds all very cool, but keep in mind that there is some groundwork to do to get to this point. Okay, second lesson for you is be aware of the conversion rates. Here's some tough love. If you're not able to sell out your one-on-one services or even your group services, then don't transition to passive revenue just yet. Because the truth is that passive revenue has far lower conversion rates than, for example, your high-ticket offers that are one-on-one or personalized. And that's normal. That's because you simply don't go on sales calls with these people. These people literally just see a sales page on a website and then they decide to invest in your offer or not. So you don't get the chance to personally talk to them, and that means that the conversion rates will also be a lot lower. But that also means that you're gonna have to be realistic if you're planning on launching your passive revenue. Because unless you're gonna spend a lot of money on paid advertisement, you will need an audience that has a certain size in order for you to make enough money from passive revenue. To give you some context, Ginny and I actually have a combined audience of around 85,000 followers. However, IBA was sold to 275 people. So if you look at the conversion rate, it is quite low. Okay, if you've made it this far already, don't forget to give this video a little thumbs up. I really appreciate the support. The third lesson that I want to share with you is to free up your agenda during the launch. Look, launching is exhausting. You will feel tired. You will sometimes not feel like selling, especially if you're actively gonna sell like we did. We had an organic launch. That means no paid advertisement, just launching through some Instagram content and email marketing. And yes, I said email marketing because email marketing is still super important for that one-on-one connection and your conversion rates. So when we launched IBA, we made sure that all the work was done in advance, including even our content. And that was simply because we wanted to make sure that we had a lot of headspace and a lot of time to just focus on the launch. Because first of all, you really need to take time for self-care and to keep your mindset sane and all of that. But then it's pretty simple. Things go wrong in launches. That's just, entrepreneurship 101. Things will go wrong and you want to be able to have the time to fix things where necessary. Okay, the last lesson that really changed the game for us to scale our business so fast was to nail down a launch strategy for your social channels. Look, if you know me, you know that I'm all about strategy. I'm always going to be saying you need a strategy. You can't build a business without a content strategy or a business strategy and so forth. And honestly, it's the same for launches. You need a launch strategy. And I would like for you to focus that launch strategy on Instagram because yes, Instagram's still gonna be the place where it's the easiest to grow a community and to convert followers into fans. But on top of that, like I said before, I also want you to look at email marketing. So ideally, you start building your email list early on in your business. What you could also do is during a launch, make sure that you kind of qualify your warm leads. So you could, for example, start a wait list or anything like that to make sure that you know where your warm leads are and you can really nurture them with a sales sequence to optimize your conversion rates. Okay, so a launch strategy also means that you'll have specific phases to go through while launching. So the launch phases are pretty simple. You're gonna go from hyping, so this is all where you get all excited and you're gonna hype your new offer, to the second phase that is the problem awareness phase. Here's a phase where you're really gonna hone in into the problems and the goals that your ideal client for your online product has, and to really make sure that they realize that something's wrong and they're gonna need you. And then the third phase is gonna be the sales phase. Here's where you do the sale, you make sure that you're fully launching, you're talking about your offer, you're showing social proof and so forth. So yes, this means that your content on Instagram and on email marketing is gonna be adapted to this as well. Because honestly, your strategy and your content should actually do 90% of the work. So always make sure that you have a decent launch strategy before you jump into just launching products like, let's say, an online course. Because it really will increase your conversion rates. So that's it. As always, I'm here to remind you that it does take hard work, a good mindset, and especially a good strategy to build a successful business online. I hope you enjoyed today's video where I gave my best tips of successful launches with the power of Instagram. Don't forget to hit subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate the support and I'll see you in the next video.